How you doing, world? This is JJ, and I'm your host with African American News Channel. Today we have some very interesting stories. Very interesting stories about the African diaspora. Now, our first story is about a young lady growing up in America, but she's from Nigeria. But her friends say, hold on, girl. You acting too Nigerian and you from America. Watch this.
Now, to all my African brothers and sisters, especially Nigerian, please stop and comment because I need help. What does it mean to try and act African? What does it mean to try and act Nigerian? And the reason why I'm asking is because I had somebody tell me that a mutual friend, clearly she's a frenemy, she's friends but hating me from afar, said that I just need to act American and stop trying to act Nigerian. And it hurt me. It hurt me really bad. And here's why. I was born in Lagos, Nigeria. I moved to the US when I was 8 years old. I spoke two languages, Yoruba and Tree. Forgive my Ghanaians. I know I mispronounced Tree, but those are the two languages I spoke. When I came to the US, I hardly spoke English. My stepfather was from Bronx, New York. He only spoke English. And so what my mother did was she stopped speaking to me and my sister in both our native tongues. Guess what happens when a child only speaks one language exclusively? They forget everything else. And that is what happened. I only speak English and I know a little bit of Tree, like I know mi pese mi didi. And even when I try to speak, my people back home, they make such fun of me that I don't try. Also, growing up here in the US was hard. It was hard. I got picked on. My English was dissected. The way I spoke, the things I ate, African booty scratcher, did you ride on monkeys? Were you eating, like all kinds of stuff? So guess what me and my sister did? We assimilated. If you don't know what assimilation is, please look it up. We tried our best to be like every other American, which means that I tried to get rid of my accent. I didn't eat the foods I used to eat. It's not only till now that I'm adult that I'm delving more into my African culture. Now, mind you, my African culture is huge because my mom is 100% Nigerian. So I grew up in a very Nigerian home. I just tried my best to become like everybody else so that I wouldn't stand out. So when I am picking up little African sayings or I make little jokes and I say chineke or, I beg or it's not me trying to act African. It's me being African, realizing what my culture is, what my culture has always been and walking more in it. I'm not trying to be anything. I'm just being who I am. You guys have to give these first generation Africans and Africans that were born in Africa and migrated here a break. We've been living in two worlds and we're trying our very best to fit into both. That's it. Welcome to my TED Talk. Well, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Bye.
All right, guys, how did you feel about that story? Was she right or was she wrong? Was her friend right or was her friend wrong? Comment below. Now, our next story is about a young African American woman pissed because there's some type of debate going on where Africans think they're better than African Americans. Watch this video.
Honestly, I feel like as an African American, this diaspora bullshit is dumb as fuck. Stupid. Don't get me wrong, it's stupid as hell. And also a little bit frustrating because we know if the tables were motherfucking turned and this was AAs talking about Africans, baby, we be getting dragged on this internet for weeks. We be getting all types of names, baby. All types. And to receive hate from a group of motherfuckers that look identical to us is the craziest shit ever. And I honestly would have never expected it. And then some of y'all, your excuse as to why you did the trend is because you were called an African booty scratcher in middle school. I was called an African booty scratcher. I'm not even African. So if you're going to try to come up with a reason as to why you dislike African Americans, use something else. And let's not forget, we were all 13. I don't know anybody in 2022 that's still referring to any black people as African booty scratchers. So if we're going to be anything, let's be fucking for real. And y'all have always, the ones that dislike African Americans, you have always wanted to make it seem like that we hate you guys just so much, when really it's the other way around. Because let's be honest, this shit is one-sided as a motherfucker right now. Because in our African American households, we were not taught to dislike people that look just like us, because that's dumb shit. But in your household, something else is going on. You guys are sitting at the table brainstorming slurs to call other people that look just like you. Is akata the word? And y'all thought y'all ate with that shit and you didn't. You definitely regurgitated. Because I didn't forget the trend where y'all got on this bitch and let us know how much your black African parents hated your African American peers. And the crazy thing is, those same parents that call us those slurs are those same parents that filled out mountains of paperwork to get their asses over here on land that was built on the backs of our ancestors. The reason you are able to free roam here today. It's crazy, isn't it? And then I see some of y'all living in America talking about some, oh, America isn't that great. America isn't all that. You're right. Yet you get on your knees begging and pleading your parents for mercy when they want to send you in the next box to Africa because you came in your curfew 2 minutes late. I've seen it. So, if we're going to be anything, let's be fucking for real.
I'm back. How'd you guys like that video? Was she right or was she wrong? Comment below. Now, our next story is about a young African man with his opinion on the African American versus Africans trend. Watch this video.
So still on the African versus African American trend, I've been seeing different people's opinion on why both sides hate each other. But before I say anything, I want to say I'm in no way am I coming for the Black American community. I'm never going to do that. So one of the popular opinions I saw from the Black American videos is that Africans think they're better than them. I'm going to start by debunking that fact. In no way are Africans better than Black Americans. Africans who came out of Africa old enough that have the African culture in them are just that confident. So they might radiate that energy, but that in no way, any African saying that is wrong, we know better. But the fact remains that an African will be considered faster for a job in the field of STEM, tech, health sciences in America faster than a Black American. Yeah. A Black American rules the world of entertainment, fashion, and music, all those ones. Yeah. In America. Africans might be good in their own country, but when it comes to America, Black Americans win. Afrobeats is coming up, but we don't want to go there now. Another thing I keep hearing from Black Americans is the excuse that we are taught this way. This is all we know about Africans. I mean, Africans, we know a lot about the USA not because USA is that influential. USA is influential, yeah, but we know about USA because we are interested, because we research a lot. The same way we know USA, we know UK, we know Germany, France, Japan, China, India. We know all these places because we are interested, we research. So it sounds dumb when a Black American comes and say, don't you live in thatched houses? Don't you live in huts? Don't you train cows and goats? So I see it like you telling me you dumb, that you can't do research. You understand? So another popular misconception is that African Americans think African hate them because of insults. No. An African who came here old enough, like me coming here old enough now, is not going to be offended by you saying black booty scratcher or anything like that. That doesn't affect me. If you call me, I call you back, like literally, like we're both black, we both you understand? I don't even find it offensive when a white man calls me nigger. Like, you call me nigger, you nigger too, because I did not die. You did not beat me, you did not hit me, I was not physically harmed. You calling me nigger doesn't mean anything to me. I can call you nigger too. I don't know what nigger is. I don't know my ancestors, you don't know my ancestors. So I don't know why we keep going on about this thing, you understand? Why Africans are detaching themselves from Black Americans is mostly for the violence, not for this insult. We come from a very, very peaceful place and we deal things with our fists, and I'm sure Africans will still defeat in the fist fight. But when it comes to this, I've gotten threatened many times. After work, I'm going to shoot you, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do that. That is the reason why every sane parent doesn't want his child to associate, because death is real. Like, it's gone, it's dead. Otilo. You understand? That's it.
Whew, that was pretty deep. Do you guys think he was right or he was wrong? Comment below. Now, our next story is very interesting. It's about a young African woman who's mad. She's fed up with all the talk that Africans sold black people, and she said that's not true. She said, "Who told you that Africans sold black people in slavery? Was it the white people?" And she's very upset. Listen to this story.
I've been expecting this comment for so long. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to give my point of view regarding this. Who told you that we Africans sold you? White people. Right? White people told you that we sold you when we don't know. I'm not going to say anything, but we were not there. We don't actually know what happened. We don't know what happened, right? But you believe them when they say that we sold you. That you believe. Right? Let me tell you something. The battle for the freedom, it wasn't just white people. It wasn't just, it wasn't just black people. There were white people who helped to free black people from slavery. But you don't talk about that, do you? I don't want to talk about slavery because, like, all white people were not involved in slavery. All black people were not involved in slavery too. All right? We shouldn't start like that division where white were the colonizer, all white were the colonizer, and all black were slaves. We need to go past through that. We need to go past through that so we can thrive. That seed of division that was put into your brain, saying that your brothers sold you because so you can hate us and we will never be united. They divided us to conquer, and you accepted it. And I'm telling you, some white people helped in freeing some slaves. But you don't talk about that because you like that victim mentality so much. You like that. Do you think we are good in Africa? Do you think we are good in Africa and we come here? Do you think I like that 9 to 5, like that slavery? This is just modern slavery. It's the same thing. I have to work. I have to go to work every day because I have to pay my rent. That's slavery. Do you think I don't want to stay in Africa? But Africa is taken by other people. Africa is taken by other people. Maybe it's those same people who sold you. It's not all African people who benefited from selling you. Like no all white people benefited from slavery. The day you American will understand that, maybe we will make a progress in the fight for freedom. Maybe we will, because we are all allies. But you are all only looking for division, which benefit all those people who are ruling the world. Africans are the most miserable people in the richest continent in the world. We are the most miserable. When you guys, we can come together and take back Africa from the people who are controlling it. No, but we don't want. It's better to fight about bread. Let's fight about bread then.
Woo! Whew. 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 Guys, let me know, was she right or was she wrong? Comment below. That's the end of the African American News Show tonight. We will be back with more episodes, very interesting episodes and better episodes. So stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and hit the subscribe button. Now, my opinion on the whole thing is this. We African Americans, I'm currently from America. They're African. We are all the same. We are all the same people. We are all black. Nobody's going to look at us different. We are all one. We are all brothers and sisters. So the debate going on, who's better, needs to stop, because we are all equal. Nobody's better than nobody. Don't matter what race you are. If you're white, if you're Asian, you're Japanese, Chinese, Tongan, It don't matter what you are. No race is better than one race. We are all people. We are all equal. We all go through the same things. We all have dreams. We all eat. We all like fashion. We all like TV. We all like the same things. We all similar. We just alike. So in my opinion, the debates need to stop. We all just need to give each other a hug. And like Martin said, can we all just get along?